I watched literally every single time travel anime, so you don't have to.
打ち上げ花火、下から見るか、横から見るか。
Here's how you know something goes immediately into C tier. If, by the end, I'd written down basically nothing about the story or the characters because the entire thing had passed in and out of my head like an eel through a lubed up hallway. To put it another way, Fireworks is what you'd probably refer to as thoroughly and utterly mid if mid wasn't a stance taken by cowards who are too afraid to say anything of substance lest someone point out the obvious that they have absolutely no idea what they are talking about. Better to shut the fuck up and be thought an idiot than to call something mid and remove all doubt, as the saying goes. The main problem with Fireworks is that it's supposed to be a love story, but neither character has a reason for being interested in the other. The girl just arbitrarily confesses to one of two dude bros, and because of time travel, we see her talk to both of them exactly the same. Aloof and dismissive like a horny cat. If it's a love story and we don't know why the characters like each other, why are we watching in the first place? Why did you like him? He had a dick, I guess. Why did he like her? Oh god, that's even less clear. The opening of the movie spent an alarming amount of time focusing on all the girls' tits like they dispense Mountain Dew and sunshine, and the girl is the one female in the story that doesn't have a huge rack, and yet they both like her. I'd call this writing inconsistent if it wasn't also so lifeless and uninspired. And I'd tell it to maybe focus on the homies a little more if it didn't spend the entire other half of the movie on them debating whether or not fireworks are flat or round. Interesting in a mundane slice of life kind of way, but this just goes on and on. It's almost hard to tell where any part of this movie begins and ends because it can't even muster up enough energy to fart out a real ending. It just kind of stops and unenthusiastically goes ta-da, like its mom is the only person who came to see it, and I had to check my pulse to make sure I hadn't died without noticing halfway through. Technically, this is far better than everything in D tier, but it's just so violently unremarkable in every single way that I can't possibly recommend this first because they're at least interesting to talk about.
C ティア、フロード、